Good morning, students. Previous class we have done Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion states that the rate of change in momentum is directly proportional to the net external force applied. So, we have derived formula also. So, now here you can see the formula. F is equal to mv minus u by t. From this formula, we get the conclusion that F is inversely proportional to time and F is directly proportional to change in momentum. So, let's start with application of Newton's second law of motion. First, why does a fielder put his hand backward or just pull his hand backward when he used to catch the ball? In that case, when the fielder catch the ball and just pull his hand backwards with ball, then at that time the force which is inversely proportional to the time, so time increases and rate of change in momentum decreases. This is directly proportional to the force decreases and impact of force will be very less and the fielder gets very less hurt. That means no hurt. Next you come, why does when we fall on a hard concrete floor, we get more hurt in comparison to when we fall on a heap of sand? When we fall on hard concrete floor, time suddenly becomes zero. So as time decreases, force which is inversely proportional increases, and as force increases, the impact of force will be more and we will get more hurt. But in comparison, when we fall on heap of sand, our weight will sink a little bit, means time increases, force decreases and we get less hurt when we fall on heap of sand. Another you come example, why does a karate player in a single blow just break the piles of so many tiles? So what happens in this case? The karate player give a very hard impact of force in a very short interval of time. So time decreases, force increases and force, as very high force, greater impact will be there and the piles of tile broken. So students, say here that we are getting conclusion, time decreases, then impact of force will be more, and time increases, then impact of force will be less. So this is the Newton's second law of motion application. Now I am showing you how we get the Newton's first law of motion from Newton's second law of motion. Just you see here. Newton's second law of motion formula, you are remembering, F is equal to K mv minus u by t. First law states when no force acts on a body and we know value of K is 1, then force will become 0, K mv minus u by t, where all the physical quantity has its special meaning. 0 is equal to 1, we have applied the value of K, m v minus u by t. So here cross multiplied T0, that means 0, mv minus mu. So mv is equal to mu. Mass is same. So we cut the mass, both are same. We get v minus u. That means body is moving in constant velocity when no external force is applied, and that is the Newton's first law. Okay.